as I just got back, been out for the day, slung in the corner outside. Don't know how long it's been there. Sodden wet. There's a box. And a lot of this stuff is not packaged. It's in another, I think, customs job where they rip stuff open and then just chuck it back together loosely. So I have no idea if it's going to be damaged or broken or whatever. Anyway, this, I think that's all the same. Yeah. Okay, this is my grinder. What the hell is that? Oh, for a pair of glasses. Oh, for a pair of glasses at work. Right, so this is my grinder. I've been meaning to get one for a while. It's not actually the intention of using it for grinding. So what plug have we got this time? Ooh, an actual English plug. Makes a change. I want it for knives. Ooh, comes with a blade. So the way this thing works, in theory, I've not used one in years. Is that going to separate? I've got springs in here. Those could actually be spares. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, that's handy. It's got a button to push. So you push the button and that locks it in place so you can actually unscrew it, in theory. So, yeah, these handles are notorious for being too close to the actual blade. So you put the handle on. See, it's left and right handed. You can have it there or you can have it on the other side. But it's always your knuckles very close to the blade. So it comes with a blade, lovely. So that's going to sit on there. And where's the... That's got to come off, hasn't it? Right, we've got a little thing here to undo it. That goes in like that. You push the button in here and that's that reverse threaded. My eyesight is terrible at the moment. Okay, it's always terrible, but I've been out in the dark. Right, so that comes off. That, you take your blade. You've got a safety thingy here that can go on somewhere. There we go, take that off. Safety thing can go in there somewhere. Does it matter where it goes? Right, so little hex key to loosen that off to put it on, which I'm not doing right now. That fits on like that. Like goes on that. You don't have to have the safety thing on there, but it is kind of very, very handy to have. Right, that should snug in there. Like that. And right, there we go. That's all. I'm not going to bother using it properly. I just want to plug it in to make sure it just works. So, socket. Bear in mind, it's been out in the bloody rain for God knows how long. It might be you have to have the safety guard on it for it to work. Or do you? Okay, that works. Yeah, that needs to be tightened up a bit more. The bottom one needs to be tightened up. And I want to make sure I put this guard on before I use it properly. Otherwise you're going to get the eyeballs gouged out. Right, so that's that. Instructions are here, which I've not looked at because I'm a man. Do the instructions because I'm a man. I'll read them the next time I go into my library, you know, toilet. Seems pretty simple. Blah, 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 blah. Right, okay, so that works, yeah. The switch is in the ass of it here. That's your off-on switch. And it gives a hell of a kick when it starts, but then they do, it's powerful. That is a nice bit of kit. It was pretty cheap as well. I don't know, like 10, 20 quid? But it was a good fucking price. I've got a set of blades, discs, on order. See, I didn't get it to do actual grinding. Yeah, I'm going to have a use for it, cutting pipe. because I want to get some copper pipe, that kind of diameter, for rings. And that way I can just cut it down to fit, rather than spending 10 times the amount on jewellery. Because I want the copper, not the fashion. Because copper is very good. I've not had my rings on for a few days, and my hands are swelling up as a result. But yeah, I got it mainly for knives, because it's hard to get the sort of blades I want, the shape. So I get this, I can make my own. I can make them into my own little dirks, is the expression. So yeah, nice big kit. So right, that's that done. Bit soggy, but functional. It's a good job that it didn't get too saturated, because it wasn't wrapped up. I'm not going to blame the company for the wrapping. I'm going to blame customs or the post office, because someone took it apart to look at it or whatever, and then just shoved it all back in the box without making sure it was covered up or wrapped, because that should have been inside the bag and it wasn't. So if it had rained worse, and because that box is sodden in places, if it had gotten worse, then that would have gotten saturated and it would have blown up and killed me. So that's down to the post office who delivered it. Because when it's things like, where it says tracked, that's post office delivery, Royal Mail. Or shall I say, to be sure, it's the Irish. Because they got the contracts like for all the financial institutions, including the post office, about 15 years back. So yeah, nice bit of kit and pretty cheap. Makes you change having something that's not rechargeable.